Hello everyone, how are you today? I am Shimelis. Welcome to History with Shime video learning program. Today's lesson is History Grade 10 Unit 1 Part 2 about the unification of Italy. Before the lesson, my student, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this channel. Unification of Italy. Italy was a divided state in the second half of 19th century, and there are many obstacles to Italian unification. For example, the first obstacle or hindrance to Italian unity was Austrian occupation of Lombardy and Venetia, northern Italian states. Austrian influence is, of course, very high in other Italian provinces, so Austria was one of the major obstacles in the unification of Italy. The second obstacle was the Papal States, states under the rule of the Pope of Roman Catholic Church. The third major obstacle was the existence of several independent states. Some of the states were the Duchies of Tuscany, Parma, Modena. All this governed by relatives of the Habsburg family that ruled Austria. So still the Austrian influence was very high in these Italian states. Each of the states the monarch exercised absolute power of government. They are dictators, and they did not like the unification of Italy because they fear if Italy was united under a single government, they may lose their independence. So, such governments, of course, local governments, were the other obstacles of Italian unification. Now it's better to look some of the most important personalities in the unification of Italy. One of the first personality or individual was Giuseppe Mazzini. He had a vision for a united Italy, and in 1831, Mazzini founded a movement called Young Italy, which attracted tens of thousands of Italians. Mazzini's vision was he wanted to create a liberal democratic republic to govern a united Italy. Mazzini played a leading role in the 1848 revolution. However, this revolution did not materialize the unification of Italy. It was ended in failure. For a short period, he was a leader of the Roman Republic, but the French forces who supported the Pope of Roman Catholic Church overthrew the republic established by Mazzini. And since this period, the French force existed in Rome, so French could be the other obstacle for the Italian unification. The second most important individual in the unification of Italy was Count Camillo Benso di Cavour, and he is sometimes known as the architect of Italian unification. In 1852, Cavour became Prime Minister of Independent Kingdom of Sardinia. He strengthened pediment by promoting industry, encouraging railroad buildings, improving agriculture, fostering education, and enlarging the army, which are the most important process for the unification of Italy. Since Austria was the greatest obstacle to Italian unity, Cavour searched for allies against Austria. So, in 1858, Cavour and Napoleon III, French ruler, made a secret agreement. Napoleon agreed to send troops to drive the Austrians out of Lombardy and Venetia. The combined Sardinia French force defeated the Austrians in 1859 at the battles of Solferino and Magenta. As a result, Austria was defeated and forced to give Lombardy to Sardinia, but Venetia remained under Austria until 1866. Giuseppe Garibaldi, another individual who played a great role in the unification of Italy. In the southern Italy, Italian nationalists were led by Giuseppe Garibaldi. He led red shirts, the voluntary armies of Giuseppe Garibaldi. This was the name. Why? Because of the color of their uniform. Of course, they have another name, thousands, because the number of his voluntary army reached around 1,000. An army that wore brought red shirts into the battle. They captured the island of Sicily and then crossed into the Italian mainland. They occupied southern areas and agreed to unite with Pedam and Sardinia in the north. After uniting all these states, Giuseppe Garibaldi returned to his ordinary life. In 1861, the Kingdom of Italy was established, a precursor for the unification of Italy, under King Victor Emmanuel II became its king. The new kingdom included every part of Italy except Venetia and the Papal States, mostly Rome. In 1866, following the defeat of Austria in the Seven Weeks' War between Austria and Prussia, Italy got Venetia, whereas when the Franco-Prussian War broke out in 1870, all of the French armies withdrew from Italy. So then Italian entered Rome, and this finalized the unification of Italy. In the same year, Rome was proclaimed the capital of a united Italy. This is today's topic, and we are finalized it. Please, my student, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel to get more recent history lesson. Bye bye.